Good morning, Deidre. I have been doing amazing. What about you? So I'm going to take these off just so we can kind of see well, I'm not taking that off. The pairs that I'm pulling up for the harmonic scanner. Good. This is just a pair that I follow on my own, so I'm not taking that down. But AUD came up on the 1 hour for a potential sale. So these are auto support resistance lines that are in our group chat on Telegram. And I put those on my chart. Where is it? Right here, auto support and resistance. I also put the strength of the GG bar. I prefer to use that versus the ones with the numbers on it. Again, that's just my personal preference. But you know, on a 1 minute, 5 minute, 4 hour, and a daily, this pair is in a buy. On the 15 minute, 30 minute, and 1 hour, it's in consolidation. And on a weekly and monthly, it's in a sale. So I prefer to see it from this vantage point. And the harmonic scanner is calling this on a 1 hour. But I like to drop down to the 15 minute because keep in mind, whatever happens on a 1 hour, it has to happen on the 15-minute time frame first. Okay? So this started selling back here. But this is a lot of stuff for it to try and break through. So I don't like to trade stuff like that. I like clear, concise entries. So it went 13 pips, a little bit more, 15, okay?
But I see it.
These are the areas that I like to trade. These areas here where you have room for the market to move. So for me, I laid some yellow lines and I make them yellow and I'll take off these period separators. They don't confuse you guys. So I like to lay where am I currently right now. So we found this trade right here, 6 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So that's what that yellow line signifies to me. But what I also did, let me see if it'll let me delete it. It did, hold on. Delete. Okay. So, come on, shoot over. This is a major, major support area right here. So for me to even get into this trade, price is going to have to break this zone right here. If you take a look at measure the pips from here to here, you know, that's 12 pips. You can get 12 pips if it's going to go that far. We don't know. Because if you take a look right here, this is both a major support and resistance zone. It serves two purposes. So I take a yellow line and I put it there. Because for me, that is caution. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if it's going to break to the upside or continue down. is not for me to guess or figure out. It's for me to wait and see. So what I would do is you can go to either call levels or trading view and set an alert for these two levels. Now from those two levels there, that's 8 pips. I'm not about to play around with the market over no 8 pips. Okay? 8 pips can make a difference, but I'm straight on that. I don't have time for that right there. So I'm setting an alert for 0.90184. So when price gets here, I can make my decision of what it is that I want to do. I'm serious. I am going to make my decision because look, when price came down here to this level, it's kind of like the situation we're in now. I don't know if it can continue down or if it was going to go up, but it made its decision to go up. It gave me a little Hikanashi candle, a flat bottom. So I knew my momentum was coming to the upside and my stochastic had twist. So this is showing me my momentum is going up. Now this next candle was a doji. And then if you take a look right here, my P-star came on this third candle here. So for me, that was my decision candle to get into the market. And you can ride it up to the support line. That was a 31 pip move. Those are moves that I'm looking for. And you can find them on a 1 hour time frame. But again, AUDCAD, the harmonic scanner, is calling it for a sell, but I don't know if it's really going into a sale yet. Okay? And then I have certain criteria. So I use my stochastic because that's the indication of my momentum shifting. But as you can tell, it's kind of curving up a little bit here. So I'm not ready to get to that trade. And this confirms that there's indecision. On the 15-minute time frame, it's indecision. And I can clearly see that because I bet you this is a doji candle. Yeah, doji has a wick at the top and a wick at the bottom. So it's just not, this trade is just not ready yet. I will keep this on my watch list. Because if it can break this area, I'm not saying it's going to come all the way down here because you have to begin to use your eyes for support and resistance. I can see right now that this right here is another level. If I were to go down to a lower time frame, I'm going to grab another horizontal line and put it right here. From here to here, that's about 16 pips, 15 pips. That's not bad. That's not bad. I want to at least be able to get 10 to 11 pips out of a move. And that looks pretty cool. Like on the call from last night, what did Quinn, we were looking at GBP CAD. I wish I wouldn't have closed it out to show you guys what I mean. Oops.
You mean the GBP NZD from last night?
We did GBP CAD last night.
Oh man, oh no. Oh, you talking about the oh gotcha.
Yep, she did a Monday night markup last night, and I just saw that it was consolidation. So this was the consolidation right here that Quinn had found. And I said, well, let's just set a sell limit and a buy limit. We don't know which way it's going to go. So we laid a support and resistance, support is at the bottom, resistance at the top. We laid a support and resistance line. And I just went 10 pips both ways. So visually looking at these yellow lines, we would have set a sell stop for 1.61428. Now, again, this is roughly, okay? And a buy stop for 1.6919. The sell stop activated. Now, I believe Quinn put a take profit in for 10 pips. My take profit was, where was my take profit? At 1.61164. So I'm going to just draw this here. I'm going to make this turquoise base parameter 1.61164. Click OK. So I chose a take profit of right here simply because now this blue line wasn't on here last night. This is why I wish I wouldn't have deleted it. I picked this zone right here because previously price had came here and stalled. So that's why I picked the take profit of this range right here. Originally, I was going to set a take profit because this line was the first line that I saw. But again, we're on a higher time frame. On a lower time frame, there was probably a line here. But because price had come here and now it's struggling, the auto support and resistance automatically it shifted and put like a zone here. But my eye saw this zone already. Okay. Hold on one second. Yeah. So, but this line that the system is automatically giving us, it wasn't there yesterday. Well, last night. It wasn't there. So that's why I chose that take profit, because I was able to see that. And then like I put in the chat, I had got a little bit extra, pips because of structure. So AUDCAD, I would set an alert for 0.90184 and make my decision once it hits there. Let's look at trading. Trading view calls out a lot. AN. Okay, so AN is a potential sell as well. On a 1 hour time. Yep, it will have to break this right here for me to get into it. And then of course it has to meet my other parameters. So this is how I use the scanner. It's not that it's delayed, because more than likely if I would have dropped down to the 15-minute time frame, it's quite possible this line was here on the 15-minute time frame. I don't know. So it's not that it's delayed, it's just that on the higher time frame, it's not going to necessarily show what is on the lower time frame. So for example, let's take a look at this area right here. So I'm going to set a line here. Now I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Where's my yellow line? So yeah, that's still valid. Drop down to the 1 minute. That's still valid. So this, I, it's hard for me to explain what I'm trying to say, but that's a good question. But I don't want to say that the auto support and resistance is delayed. Okay, here's a perfect example. You see where my line is right now? Above that, you can't see anything else. But if you drop down to the 15-minute time frame, now you can kind of see all of this stuff here. See, these additional lines come into play. You can see it here, but when you go up to the 1 hour, you can't see it. It's not there. So you just gotta drop down to the lower time frame. Yeah. I just don't want to use the word delay because it makes it sound like the tool doesn't work. And I want you guys to think that. But good question, Deidre. So, what is this? Oh, no. This is the pair we're looking at. We're looking at AUD, NZD as well. So it's not, I can look right here. It's not ready. It's still in a buy. All these green lights, I'm not even about to wreck my brain over, should I get in this? No. It's green. For me, green means buy. Now, if it breaks this right here, if it meets my parameters, then yes. So the first thing, ow, my knee. The first thing it has to do, my stochastic has to be pointing down. My stochastic shows me momentum. So I have the twist of my stochastic right here. But guess what? Now the line is going sideways. That's indecision. That's consolidation. I see doji candles. It's not ready. It's just not ready. My second qualification, this signal line has to be red. It's still green. My last confirmation, my PSAR has to flip. Well, I'm not going to say my last one because I have another one after that. My parabolic support and resistance has to be at the top. And lastly, price has to have broken any major support or resistance. I have to have clear sailing for price to move to get me to where I want to go. Price break this, is next zone is like 24 pips away. Now, am I going to take it all the way down here? No, probably not. Probably not. This isn't going to be ready for maybe, more than an hour. Because AUD NCD doesn't have major news in the morning time. Oh, excuse me. So it's just not ready yet. So I would set an alert for 1.05713. Once price breaks it, then we'll see. Let's see. This is consolidation. Again, how we boxed up consolidation last night, box it up again. It has to break to the upside or the downside. Ain't no in between. It's one or the other. So I lay a line right here. I'm going to make that blue. Make it thicker. Take this one and make it red. You can set a sell stop, 10 pips below. Because it got to have some room to breathe. Because I don't have time for it to come right here and turn around. No. And this zone right here that's 28.5 pips where of indecision, where it's just ranging. So for me, it has to bust below here or above there. And I set it for 10 pips. And that's about it. Oh, yeah. Because anytime there are people who just trade consolidation. I learned that from Coach Ray over a year ago. Like it that's it's just ping ponging between these levels. And anytime there's consolidation, there will be a breakout. You know, even with using these Hikanashi candles, if I turn them to the regular, oh, these are not Hikanashi candles, these are regular Japanese candles. I was wondering. Yeah. But you can box it up, even if you go back. This was consolidation. It broke out. It broke out of this consolidation. This is consolidation. Actually, all of this right here is consolidation. This is consolidation. Price broke out. You'll always have a breakout of consolidation, no matter how far you go back. Always, always, always. So let's see. There's not a lot coming up. The market. And at times like this, when you jump on the harmonic scanner and it's just not a lot of options, that's why it's good to have one pair that you follow. That's not the pair. G-Chef is the pair that I follow. So, yeesh, that was a nice drop. So guess what I'm doing? I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting for the buy, which is coming shortly. When this PSAR flips and I get this stochastic, it's on like popcorn. And look at this room that I have. Now, am I going to go for all of this? No. I got stuff to do today. It will be a lovely day in trading if it goes 54.6 pips. But I'm not about to keep watching my phone. I'm going to set a take profit once I get my confirmation. Yeah, that's a good amount of space. But you'll be able to begin to see this stuff trading one pair. And it's on a 15-minute time frame. And that's what I'm making myself get disciplined at. Trading one pair. Good morning. My son just woke up. Okay. If you follow one pair, you will be able to. Girl, he a trip. Shoot. Full stuff. But yeah, the auto support resistance lines are your best friend. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. So since I know that this is gearing up, I'm gonna set an alert. Well, I only follow one pair, so my PSAR is already set. So when the PSAR flips, I'm gonna get a alert. GBP CHF Hold on, because I set it in two different ones. And I only set it for the 15-minute and the 1 hour. So that's the alert for my PSAR. And then I have one set for the stochastic as well. EVP CHF. And again, I only have it set for the 15 and the 1 hour. Oversold is 20, overbought is 80. And what other app do I use? Yeah, this is consolidate. So, I mean, I could set a pending order for this too. I could trade the breakout of this too. But that's not the strategy that I'm using for it, so I'm not going to. But I could. Look at that. I didn't even see this. So the momentum is to the downside. So on a 1 hour, it's showing a sell. If it breaks this right here, I can take it to here. And that is 42 pips. Now, I would not take it all the way down to that line because I don't know if it's going to go that far. So that was just immediately what my eye saw. I probably take it a couple pips above to about right here. That would be a good trade setup. What's up? I'm almost done. Where's the here? On my nightstand. On my nightstand. So this is why when leaders talk about having one pair to trade, and I know this probably looks a little confusing. My eyes are just used to seeing it because, I mean, we found two potential trade setups, but again, they're not ready yet. And you always want to have a pair or two in your back pocket that you're constantly following. Always, always, always. Oh, and here's another tool that I use. Yeah, for real. This is another tool that I use, and I'll drop it in the chat. Copy. Save it as one of your favorites. So this is how you read it. Who's got the bigger piece of the pie? CHF, right? So anything against CHF is in a, why can't I say this right now? CHF is strong, right? So USD CHF should be selling. So let's take a look. Well, that's on the 1 minute, so I'm not going to do it that small. But even on the 1 hour, look, CHF has the bigger piece of the pie, right? So if I go pull up USD CHF, I just looked at that and said it was selling. What, Jaden? It needs some pop. You need to plug that up to the You need to plug this up. This battery's about to die. Um, oh, here. So this is where you go find trades. If the scanner ain't calling it, go find some. Yeah, I like the currency heat wave too. Like when I'm on the go, what? That's because my other cell phone is connected to the internet, and this thing is going retarded. Oh my God, I haven't done this in forever. I'm sorry, y'all. But for right now, look, it came here and it's hesitating. Your auto support and resistance show you that. So what I'm going to do is just go lay my old faithful line, yellow, because yellow means caution. I don't know if it's going to bounce back up or if it's going to break through. Now, if it breaks through, my take profit one is going to be right here. Because why? Price came here before and stalled. Not once, but twice. This could be the third time it comes here and stalls. My second take profit will be about right here. And I don't always take it down to the exact number. I don't do that. Because it might not come all the way back down here. And this is looking, the stochastic is pointing down. Let's go to the H4. Oh, yeah. So what it did, it broke this key level, and it keeps coming up trying to retest it. It finally broke back above. Now it's deciding, does it want to stay above and shoot up, or is it going to come back down? So I see the indecision here. Yeah. But these are some good. And UCHEF pays in full. What do I mean by pay in full? Let me show you. Here's another tool for you guys to use. I'll put one there. Press enter. Oh, it already could calculate. So what do I mean by the pair pays in full? For AUD/CAD, if you're using a 10-cent lot size, which is a 0.01, you're only making 7 cents for every pip it moves. Versus for AUD/CHF, you're making the full amount. You're making the 10 cents for every pip it moves. I'm not going to sit up here and analyze the pair that I'm not getting paid in full on. Now, last night when we did GCAT with Quinn, it paid, I did a standard. So it was supposed to be $10 for every pip that it moved. But it only paid out $7.50 for every pip it moved. That's why I was in my demo account. I mean, yeah, granted, I'm not saying I always 100% only take full payout trades. But if I'm going to do the same amount of work, I should get the most money possible. Period. It depends. If it was $10, because I was going for $10 per pip, so I only made $7 per pip. If someone did 10 cents per pip, they only made 7 cents per pip. So that's what this shows. So that one stands for 10 cents, a dollar, or $10. And this shows you that. So the pair that I told you that I follow, yes, we did. Um, the one pair that I follow, it's a pair that pays in full. GBP CHF. I'm not, and this is just me. I'm not learning the movement of a pair and I ain't getting paid in full. Now that's just my thinking. Everybody don't think like that. But if I'm gonna do the same amount of work, I might as well get paid the most amount of money. Now I'm not gonna follow no NZD because Lord Jesus, it moves just too retarded for me. But NZD CHF pays in full. So be mindful of those things. Yeah. Be mindful of those things. And since you mentioned the GBP pair, because if I'm not mistaken, you were on last night's training with us, I went for a couple extra pips because of support and resistance. I think Quinn only said a 10 pip take profit, but I think mine was 22 pip. Excuse me, a 22 pip take profit because I saw structure. So again, not a lot going on in the market. That's why I showed you guys this right here, because you can go and find a trade. You can go and find one. So, for example, we're not doing no 5 minutes. We came here. CHF has the bigger piece of the pie, so that means it's strong. Anything against CHF is selling, except for, well, that one right there. So NZD CHF, let's go pull that up. That should be in the sale too. See, it's at a major level here. I'm going to lay my line. For it to continue, it needs to break through here. It needs to break through. My support, my auto support and resistance help me as a new trader, as an experienced trader as well. Because it shows me, wait, pricing got here before it turned around. Look, 1, 2, 3. Now, the fourth touch should be a breakout. If it pull back up, it's going to break out because that's what orange teaches. Okay? Fourth touch is a breakout. So you can use this tool here to go and find a trade. GBP CHF is a potential sale on a 1 hour. And we know that because that's the pair that I follow. Look, we're waiting on it to break this right here. And still this zone, 1, 2, 3 breakout. This is a zone here, even though it's going that way. So it's like a descending wedge. But yeah, we didn't have much on the scanner this morning. We'll refresh it. GJ, that's Brianna's pair. I don't be messing around with no GJ. But we'll go ahead and look at it. It could drop to right here. That's almost 30 pips. My stochastic is going sideways below the 20, so this could be a continuation. Thank you. I'm working on becoming amazing. You know, it took a lot of, I remember where I just used to hate MetaTrader for. I would not use it because I just did not understand it. But I made myself get on here and learn how to use it. It was through trial and error and continually getting on other people's educators, like the educators of IML TV, and watching them. Oren has a plethora. He used to do MT4 tips and tricks, y'all. And if you go back to IML TV, yeah. Not his tips and tricks. Now, his other stuff, I would agree. Oh, good Googling. But MT4 tips and tricks, one thing I did, I I will rewatch the heck out of a video. So if you come up here to the recorded side, oh, I need Jesus. You're gonna have to go back to like August of 2013. What the heck am I talking about? 2018. So you're gonna have to load a lot. Just keep clicking load. We won't go back no further. You might have to come over here to this one. Just scroll down. Come back to like 9 months ago. I don't know why I won't go back to 2000. Excuse me. Why I won't go back to August of 2018. But that's where I learned how to do a lot of it at. And again, it was trial and error. That video, I can do like another one on how to set up MetaTrader for. That's not a problem. So we can just have it. Won't be today though. On how to save your templates and stuff like that. Yeah, because it's not as hard as I tried to make it. So I promise it's not as hard as you guys think it is, just to get the chart set up and stuff like that. I promise you, it's not. And then I probably won't do like period separators because that can confuse some people. Like on Quinn's chart, I just do not see how she had those grids on there. I can't work like that. But it was a time where I couldn't work with period separators because it just didn't work well for my eyes. But now I really prefer period separators because now I can see what it did for the day. This pair for the day, it went up 138 pips. That was a nice day for one pair. And then you got another move to the downside going into the next day of 71 pips. Now, it kind of consolidated yesterday, but now it's in a sale for today. It consolidated right here. I wish I would have traded this breakout, but oh well. But this consolidation here is equivalent to the consolidation that Quinn found last night. I wish I would have been thinking and not doing 50 things at one time, because I would have caught this. Lovely, lovely move. But that's okay. All right, so I'm going to have this recording set up. I have to hop off because I have to get prepared for a meeting that I have. And I need to take a nap because I just went to sleep a couple hours ago. And I am tired. That alarm clock went off. I said, oh, Jesus, help me, God. All right, so this recording will be made available as well as the recording from last night. This is something that I'm looking at beginning to do every morning. Oh, you're more than welcome. And then maybe tomorrow, what I'll do is I'm going to really commit to going to bed early tonight. And then tomorrow, we can go over setting up MetaTrader 4 on here too. Because tomorrow's Wednesday. So Wednesday, you know, the market is doing corrections and things like that. So I'm not saying we're not going to find a trade, but it might be slow again. So today we kind of, you know, we found AN and ACAD that are potential setups. But then we also learned how to go and find the trade utilizing that web analyzer currency strength. Okay? And we'll go over that more so you can be able to say, okay, on a 1 hour, Chef is the strongest. GBP is weak. It's selling. GBP is the weak pair. Chef is the strong pair. It's selling. Let me go pull up my chart and see what I see with my own eye. Which link? You mean the web analyzer one or FS book? Yeah. And guys, when you want to find something, you can just scroll back up through the chat. And then I'll go one step further. Where's my Telegram? Oh, I have my disease up here. It's in the chat. So remember, with things that are in the chat, to find it, you click on the picture of Robert and Quinn. I'm on my desktop, so where my cursor is doesn't make sense to what I'm saying. But their picture will be right here. You can go to shared link. Look, there's the link right there. And I'm going to put the other one so you guys have it as well. Oops. So now it'll always be there. And how do you find it? Click on the picture of Robert and Quinn, shared link. That shows you which currency pairs are paying off the most. This shows you currency strength. Okay? All right, guys. I am out of here. It is nap time for me, child. You guys have a good one, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.